Hello, Brittany. I'm sorry about the late reading. I have been sick, actually. I had to get myself together in order to be in the right mind space for this. So thank you so much for waiting, and I do apologize. We're going to jump right into your reading. So we're doing a twin flame reading for you and your Capricorn. See what those energies are. Okay. It's going to take me a while to put the cards out, as you know. So just bear with me here. Okay, we're going to do the overall energy. We have dreams come true, which is the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Wands. I do want to tell you this reading can be very long or it can be quick. It just depends on what comes through and the complexity of the messages. Okay, so this is about, you're very happy with what you have. I feel like you really care. Dreams come true is very much a fulfilled card. Okay, it's about being content. However, paired with the Queen of Wands, it talks about you feeling the need to surrender yourself in order for things to come together, in order to be happy, but seeing that you have everything that you want. Very interesting. We're going to see how that plays out. So I'm going to start with his energy. This is the partner. This is you. This is you all together. Okay. So we start with how he sees you. And we have the Heal card. Okay. That is actually the star in this deck with the Death card. Both of these are in upright. I do put the bottom cards in upright because they're more of general energy around the situation. So what I see from him is overall, he feels very much compassion towards you. Okay, very much an idea of hope about the future. There is a sense of future. Okay, with the Death card, it just means starting over. The Death card talks about endings. So there may be a moment here where there's a sort of separation or feeling as if he needs to transform himself, or seeing that there needs to be some transformation either with you or himself. I feel like it is more with you. He may be asking you to change or waiting for you to change in some way, and there's some sort of hope or optimism for that to happen. For you, looking at him, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Star card. I very much love how you both have the Star card, okay? It tells me that both of you see optimism within your relationship, that there's some sort of hope here or compassion between you two. Now, with the Nine of Pentacles, it just means that you're willing to put in the work. You're very self-assured within yourself, and you feel as though you're doing everything that you need to do to get a relationship to go. With that card there, it means that you don't see an issue. For him, he sees more of an issue than you are, not saying that there is one, but he would be the one to have more of an issue than you do. Okay, you have hope and faith, but you're very comfortable in the position that you're in. Now, moving forward, he has the Seven of Cups and the Hermit in reverse. And moving forward, it seems like he is going to withdraw. Okay, and this has to do with confusion, not knowing what he wants, and feeling that way, he decides to withdraw. It's the easiest way for him to deal with things or process things. I don't think that you're going to like that, because you want to come out of the rest here, okay? It's like you know what you want, you know your desires, and you know what you want to come out of this. Like I said before, you have more of a stable thought process than he does, okay? And you're ready to come out of the rest. It's not something that you're happy with. It's not something that you want. I'm also feeling like you want more communication. Okay, you want more connection, more reason for why things are happening, not wanting to wait and see, more of a I need to know now. Moving forward, I feel as though he may be working hard on something, okay? It may be his own thoughts or the relationship in a whole, but there's something that he needs to let go of. Maybe he's working really hard or learning how to not work just alone on his own, figuring out the abundance that he wants within a relationship or even in his life, and learning how to let go of things that do not serve him. Okay, I do feel like he does have some things that he's dealing with. Okay, and there are some things that he needs to stop, especially with the Death card. That's that need of needing to transform, needing to go through some sort of suffrage. Okay, you cannot, and I feel like the need to say this to you, Brittany, you cannot be the one to fix this for him. Okay, it's something that I'm gonna move these up. It's something that he needs to do on his own. I do feel that, and that's probably why you don't see there being an issue, because to you there is no issue. Okay, on your side, like I said before, I feel as though by him letting these things go, you see that there is a bond here in a relationship. There is some sort of union. There is some sort of coming together. However, others may not be happy for what you're doing, or you may have different values or different ideas, okay? Because I see that you really want to move forward, and not saying that he doesn't want to move forward, but it just looks like he has other things that he's focusing on, and you would like more of that focus to be on the relationship and what it is that you're doing together. Closing out, there is balance and the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is the thing. I feel as though he's a person that is in his own head, especially with these cards being in reverse that I keep seeing, and the Hermit card here. So it's the 14 is about balance. It is the balance card. It's also the Temperance, and it talks about him being more patient, taking more time to learn the things that he wants. Okay, he may be very materialistic, because that's what I feel about that, and I feel as though he's focusing more on his work, more on his material self than the relationship itself. Not saying that it is bad, okay? Not saying that it is bad. It just is that he's focused more on his life than the relationship right now, which is probably what people are saying that he doesn't care, and it's not that. But I feel like I do feel as though you have a connection where you can see through this, and that's why you both have the Star card here. I feel like you're both on the same direction. You both have the same inspiration and vision for the relationship. It's just that you right now are settled, and you know what you want, and you're ready to move forward, and he has that same hope, but there are things that he needs to end or deal with in his own life, okay, that may not have anything to do with you really, but you feel a little bit put out by that. So On your side, you have the Seven of Swords and the Two of Wands. Beautiful. So I feel like there is going to be some communication. I feel like the truth is going to be revealed here. The Seven of Swords is not always a bad card. It's seek the truth. And I feel that is you trying to figure out the truth and what it is that you want so you can move forward. Like I said before, there is going to be a sense of balance, but I feel like you're going to want more. You're going to ask for more things, more opportunities, but you see this as a good thing because you see him trying and you see the balance and you feel as though you're making good steps forward. I do feel as though you're going to feel a little bit taken aback. Like, am I making the right decisions? Is this best for me? And I feel like it's because of others talking to you and maybe seeing things differently, or even thinking about the past being intertwined in there a little bit about being hurt. But I feel as though you're going to be able to move forward. It's just not the time to do that. I feel like you're at the beginning, believe it or not, like you're just trying to work things through. Okay. So what he's bringing into the relationship, which I love, and I definitely feel, you have rebuild, which is the Tower and the Fool. Okay. Now, this is what I feel from these two cards. There comes a time in your life where you focus on yourself, and I feel like that's where he's at. There are some foundations and things that he needs to work on, as I talked about before. But with rebuild, I feel like there's a need to knock things down and rebuild. That's going to take some time, takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of energy. But with the Fool card, it's so he can have that clear conscience and be able to actually move forward into a relationship. But there needs to be that Tower moment where things fall down, where there's a catastrophe, where he's focusing more on himself, his own goals, and what it is that he wants to do in order to bring that into the relationship. Now, you are trapped in your own mind because you know what it is that you believe. I feel like with the Moon card, with everything coming into you, even though you know in your heart what it is that you feel and what it is that you want, you are seeking the truth with the Moon card. You do want changes. You may have a little bit of speculation or feel like something is bad, especially since the Seven of Swords comes down here. Okay. But I feel like you're going to move through it. Okay. I just feel like you want more. You want more communication. You don't really quite understand. So that's going to leave you a little bit confused or feeling like something is going on. I don't really feel that way. I'm going to be completely honest with you here. With your foundations, you have Darkest Fears and the Three of Pentacles in reverse. The reason why this is in your foundations is because this is what's happening. I feel like there are fears being confronted, especially with this Nine of Swords here. So it's about grieving. It's about having trouble with both of you. He's having trouble with his own issues and you're having trouble with this relationship and thinking, why are things not working out? That's why the Three of Pentacles comes in reverse, because it's like that lack of ambition, and that is your foundation, because there's worry. That fear is causing you to feel like things aren't working, or maybe others aren't having confidence, and it's seeking, it's integrating into your relationship or your ideas about this relationship. Now, what's really going on, this is the environment, is detached, which is Justice, and the Two of Pentacles. Beautiful. So the reason why Justice is coming up here as detached, Justice brings balance, believe it or not. It brings fairness. Okay, it is, the thing is, you're impartial to each other. Okay, but with the Two of Pentacles, there is some balance or some juggling that is going on. I feel that's what you're doing. There may be a little bit of distance, there may be a little bit of detachment, but things are going to be fair. Okay, they may not be perfect. You may not see each other all the time. It may not be lovey-dovey, but there will be fairness and there will be balance. Okay, and this has to be at this moment to juggle what's going on. Everyone needs to juggle their own side. I feel as though you're going to be juggling with your emotions and your feelings, and he's going to be juggling with things that he needs to let go and move forward on. he needs to learn how to work together. There may have been some things in the past that didn't really work out for him. There's some illusions about love that he needs to deal with, but this is going to take some time, and it's for him to work on. You know, you can't make someone see. Okay, that's so important for you to know. Overall energy here, you have choose your battles and the 6 of Pentacles, and this is for the relationship as a whole. Choose your battles comes up because it's about standing up for what is right, having strength in what it is that you believe in, both of you. What do you want? You need to focus more on the relationship, both of you, not just you, also him, and learn that there has to be some give and take. I'm being told that there is going to be some times where you feel like you're giving more and he's giving less. And there needs to be that balance. He and also you need to remember that there has to be balance. As soon as that balance is unnerved, or one side is heavier than the other, then you're going to see a problem, you know? Then you're going to feel like, oh my God, maybe everyone's right, or maybe this isn't going to work out. It's about juggling. Like I said, in the environment, there may be some moments of detachment, but it's all about getting that balance right and getting that juggle right. Okay, Brittany? Now we're going to go back to the overall energy, because that's what I like to do at the end. And like I said, your dreams are coming true here, but you have to step out of yourself, your own ego, your own self-confidence kind of thing. Not that you need to not have self-confidence, but it's more like ego and more and less about having control. Learn how to surrender yourself a little bit in this idea, or this idea of perfection. Okay, I don't really see a problem. I just see those scenarios or that kind of feeling going on. So I like to end with cards. That was 17 minutes, so it wasn't actually that long. I'm missing a deck. Where are you? Okay, it's right under this one. Okay, so I'm gonna pull cards. For the twin flame, what I usually do is I'll do one for you in each deck, because I have 3. One for you and one for the relationship. I used to do one for the other side, like him, but it doesn't make sense to give advice to him because he's not going to see it. So I'm just going to pull these out. Actually, both of those want to come out. So I'm going to start with yours. You have nature, and it says, take a walk, let the beauty of nature feed your soul. And this card comes out because, let me listen. You need to step out of this idea of this perfect relationship. It's not you focusing on the relationship. It's about you focusing on how it's unfolding. You have to let things unfold. You have to let things take its course. Just like nature has a certain course about things, you have to let this take its course. I feel like leaning either way is going to hinder the process. Okay? Playfulness. Remember to be open. Remember to let yourself enjoy love, have fun, flirt, play around, recapture romance. That's what it says. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Allow yourself to be that lighthearted oasis for him, away from problems. Don't be the person to like bring problems, you know, like every time you talk to him, don't be like, well, what's going on? I don't understand. Don't be that person. Be more lighthearted and joyful, okay? You also have I love you. These are very important words. I don't feel as though you should say these words. I think this is just a reminder for you to realize that love is real. And when you care about somebody, or you love them, because I can't say that you aren't in love. I don't know your life, you know. You have to remember that there is a sense of unconditional aspect to loving someone, some sort of compassion that you have to have for them as well during the rough times or when you do not understand. It's about being open and allowing them to live their life, even though it may not be what you want, allowing them to fall, allowing them to step away. Nothing is the matter with that, okay? For the relationship, you have choice and listen. Choice says reconsider a commitment. You have the right to change your mind. This is a reminder that relationships have ups and downs, and you make the choices that you want, okay? Don't let others make the choices for you. You make the choices for your own relationships, okay? It's just a reminder, you make the choices. You also have listening. And it says, listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. And this piggybacks off of choice, which is why they came out together. So it's about listening to yourself, making your own choices, okay? Knowing that you have to listen to your heart, and the choices that you make ultimately are your choices. You can't say, well, you told me to do that, or you said this would be a good idea, because they're ultimately your choices. Getting to know each other. This is a reminder that you're still in the introductory phase of your relationship. Even though you may feel a certain way and your feelings are starting to change, you still are at the beginning, and you still are getting to know each other. He's still getting to know himself as a person, and I feel like you're okay with yourself. I don't feel like you're really getting to know yourself much, but I feel like he is mostly doing that. But it's more about him getting to know himself so you can get to know this aspect of him as well. So you're going to have to let him go a little bit in order to connect in that way. You also have show simple acts of kindness. A simple act of kindness can energize you and bring happiness to those around you. And this is that reminder of bringing those little moments of joy. I don't know if you remember, Brittany, but in there, in your overall energy, you had the 7 of Wands and the 6 of Pentacles. And remember, that was about having self-confidence in what it is that you want, and that balance of give and take, especially with the 2 of Pentacles, is finding that balance. And that's what those simple acts of kindness are. It's a reminder that there are moments when you may be away from each other, or you may not be happy, but that's when that simple act of kindness comes in on both sides. He needs to do that. You need to do that. Those are reminders that you still care for each other, even though you're going through your own issues and your own situations, that you can still be there. You can still care for each other. Okay. So that's just a simple reminder of that as well. So this was your twin flame reading. It can be a twin flame. It can be a couples reading. It's just about meshing the 2 energies together to see where the relationship is as a whole, the issues that you need to focus on, what's coming up, things like that. Remember, if you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to contact me. I believe you asked if, no, you didn't. You didn't ask, which I love. I love that you didn't ask if you were twin flames. I'm not going to say that because I don't feel that. I feel like you're still learning each other. It's very interesting because I don't see a lesson being learned for you. I just see that you need to be able to listen to yourself and get past your own old issues, or listening to others, or feeling a certain way, probably because in the past you didn't listen and you feel the need to listen now. But as long as there's that balance there, even though it may not be exactly what you want at that moment, the balance is what is important here. Okay. So thank you so much, Brittany. I love you so much. My contact information is in the description box below if you need to get in touch with me. And blessings on your journey. Okay? Love and light. Bye-bye.